Okay, welcome to day 8. Oh, let me change this. Had to change the title. It's now Thestra. And I might be respawned. Or still dead on the floor. Interesting. A spirit. Okay, where the hell am I? Wow. This game's optimization is awesome! Now, Thestra is going to be taking me quite a while because it is very much like Kalia in that it is very, very thought out in where everything's put. So, oh, Camelot's down there. There's a lot of newbie zones for me to run around in. I probably should have moved here before I actually started streaming that you'd see, but I believe I will go the way when I first came here. So we will start in New Argonor. We just called it NT. I will rift there, but yeah. This is basically the mushroom dude that one-shot me at the end of the stream yesterday. Now we are in a different continent and everything's still loading, or the game crashed. But more than likely it's just tripping balls because of everything that has to be loaded. Okay. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw these bars. And my hard drive is like melting at the moment. The audio glitches aren't very good. I hear the popping. Okay, here is NT. I'm trying to give it the time to load because everything's literally solid red on hard drive activity. But this place killed people's computers. During the one of the Halloween events, actually, I believe it was right here, they had the Halloween tent set up and you could do a quest and you got, I think, a diplomacy bag. I don't know if it's on this character. Anyways, let's see if it'll let me in.
Good day.
Always follow your own path.
I forget how to talk. No. Wow, there's literally still loading. I think it's probably uncompressing the data, but we will attempt to go into the city now because I'm tired of waiting. I don't remember this being this big, and when I arrived, the city is like on a giant ass cliff. Ooh, pausing. I don't remember all of these things here, but it might have been. Okay, they're not gonna attack me. When you arrived, I believe you ended up at the docks. So this is semi kind of backwards, but I'll run through the city as I show it all off. NT has a lot of houses, and I want to say you could join a house. Interesting. And I think you get stuff based on what house you were in. I don't know if it was like factional armor or something, but it had weird stuff. There are so many mechanics that are just so strange in this game. Oh man. The lag is real. Sorry for not climbing the stairs. This weird pulsing, bouncing thing going upstairs drives me nuts. I try and stay away from it. They honestly should have changed it to be these things. Or to make it so that you glide up like this when you're using the stairs, but for some reason it was never done that way. I think it was to prevent clipping, but it just makes it look like shit. Director of
How
Intelligence.
can I assist you?
You can make this place not lag.
Keep fighting the good fight.
And the directions thing was so helpful in here. To a point. Because if you ended up on a weird level, you'd get to the place you thought you needed to be, and it was like, oh no, that's below you. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. What'd you get me? Rainbow whale. Awesome, you gave me a second one. That's way down there. Stop lagging! Sad part is we are not even inside yet. Oh, that's way down there. Okay, this me running around in here is gonna be a bit odd because if I remember right, there's a couple weird ways down. And by weird ways down, they're not on this side, but they're over here. There are, I believe, doors that go down. Somebody left loot here. Skeleton key. Interesting. Start that shit again. Yeah, there's these things. Some of these open, and apparently these ones don't, so I look dumb. But there are ways through some of those doorways. This place was insane to navigate. Okay, you could either go down that way. Oh, the lag. The messed up part is I'm getting like red chains here, so. And just for reference, I am using a 4770K and a 7080 Ti with like 16 gigs of memory. And this game has issues. Oh, I figured out OOC. Okay. Like they said. So I tried to type it and it didn't work before. That's weird. You can down these. Whee! And the music stopped weirdly. Ah, and just as I say that, it goes back on. Now, if I was doing something weird, I would put an NPC back here that you had to find. You know, I'm not sure if you can go up here. Now that I think about it, I may fly up there later. And I'm getting stuck on this little tiny thing. Okay. Meow. House.
Nice weather, eh?
The soul advocate. He moves around. Oh. The lag. Oh, it opens. Head informant. Go scribe. Yeah, so you could declare your allegiance to the houses. Ah! And you get titles. That was it. You can get a title for your name and yeah.
Goodbye.
I forgot about titles. This game had a lot of titles that you could
Welcome, friend.
flat out buy. The Adept, the Adventurer, Appraiser, Apprentice, Author, Bandit, Cadet, Brigand, Brawler, Bodyguard, Beggar, Banker. And there's 16 pages of this. So the Farmer. Of New Targanor, Misthaven. Yeah. So if you were like RPing, these titles would be very much needed. Because you can call yourself a musician, you could say where you're from. I'm kind of curious if they have one of the Dark Elf place. And I think the game crashed. Or not. Apparently it was just freaking out. The rumor monger. Spy, sharpshooter. The evil. Troublemaker. Yeah.
By star or sun, farewell.
Extra one.
Why are you bothering me?
Yeah, see, there are a lot of these places that you can get into, and you'll get pretty damn lost. Because frankly, there's no internal map of the cities. There was a map mod. I'm not sure if it had a city map or not. I almost want to say it did. Like Sorsha's points of interest map or something like that. And it was very much needed because it would show you where all the NPCs were for quests. That was the library. Sadly, none of these places ever really got used. As I keep saying, the city was just a death trap with regards to people's computers, and you wanted to stay out of here unless you were doing diplomacy for whatever reason, or crafting here for whatever reason. And you pretty much logged in here, did your little things that you need to do, and played around until you crashed out, and then loaded back up and did it over and over and over again, and then escaped the place. Temple? Well, church, I guess you would say. In here, Temple of the Fathers. This game would benefit greatly from an SSD, most likely, because it does so many calls, files. That was a big issue with the backwards. With the code. When it first came out, people were running their little debuggers and literally pointed out to the devs that, hey, your game is running like shit, and one of the reasons why is you're putting 3, 4, a dozen calls into this single file. It's loading it this many times when it's not really supposed to. It's loaded into memory already. Keep asking for it to be loaded in, and the optimization was just so weird. So pretty much the coders didn't know what the other coders were doing, and were code structured in such a way that everybody was calling in the same assets, and it just overloaded it. Everybody comes over here.
Huh?
Do You can convince them that you're the
Fare
trustworthy
thee well.
sort.
Need help?
This is the dwarf place.
Goodbye.
Okay. Ooh, God. Where's? Yeah, I didn't get that high, unfortunately.
Good day?
Trading company.
Need help?
Courier. The king. Yeah, see, this is where you had to talk to the dude that would let you build. You had to do it from diplomacy sphere for this part of it. It needed stuff from all the spheres. And Blood Mage. From looking at this,
Wisdom of Vothdar.
um,
Yes?
that NPC just poofed, or just went through the wall. Not quite sure which. I'm kind of wondering if the houses were supposed to be your default go-to point for anybody that I guess would live in Thestra. Like instead of running around to the rest of the castle, you would just come here by default instead of any of the other sections. Kind of looks like it. Because it has all the instructors, unless I'm missing a whole bunch.
What do you need?
Uh, we're building ships. That's paint.
Always follow your own path.
Dionysus,
Goodbye.
Necromancer, Druid. Yeah, that's pretty much this house. Ambassadors, Soren.
Nice weather, eh?
Yeah, there were NPCs that walked around and did their own thing, but I wouldn't say that there were a lot of them. They're usually involved in, I think, quests. But my heart goes out to anybody trying to emulate this place. The normal areas are going to be a pain in the ass as it is. NT is going to be the nightmare. Oh. Oh, damn. And the scary part is I'm actually at the top. I guess you'd say the top. And it's got a lot more houses.
I'm a bit busy.
You look like a derp, dude. There's something weirdly wrong with you. I think it's the skinny legs.
Leave in peace.
Bag. Code. House Shrike. Adventurers Terrace. Now, technically, I could lower the graphics so I'm not getting these weird stutters, but I don't want the characters to look like melted Gumby.
Focus, adventurer.
Oh, he looks so freaky.
Safe travels to you.
Ooh. Okay, Bard, Paladin, Rogue. Warrior, Dread Knight. That's
Train?
the other one that I have. Kept calling it Dark Knight. EK. Ranger, Monk. Yeah, they had a lot of different ones that you could do. And at the beginning, it was restricted by, I believe, race. So, generally, only certain races could be certain things. I think they unrestricted it after a while. I remember making a forum post that it should actually be unrestricted. And the reason why was Vanguard was supposed to be about choices. You could choose to be good and have good faction, you could choose to be bad and have shitty faction, and because of your choice you could only go into certain places and do certain things. Because frankly the NPCs would try and kill you. But that was up to you on what you wanted to do. And like at the beginning my character is bad, so it couldn't really go nowhere. But that was my own choice. And if I wanted to fix it, I fixed the faction myself. But if I wanted to be a badass and RP it like that, I could stay evil. Ooh.
I'm a bit busy.
But they didn't like that because people are stupid and wondered why they got owned and were like, oh, this is hard, and quit. Well, eventually they actually removed some restrictions and let other classes be different races. The weird part about that is your stats were different, I believe, based on race, and that was the reason why they didn't want to let you. They didn't want to let a class be a sorcerer and have no int. Am I going up? Lamplighters District? It's just way onto the battlements. See, this is weird. I've not really been up here before. Thistle, that's below me, by the way. But yeah, they eventually unlocked everything. I think it was more to get people to play, because while people were quitting because they couldn't be, because certain races were a little bit too hard to play certain classes. people are also quitting because they couldn't make a dark elf druid or whatever weird crazy combination. That's good, Frey. Why is that in blue? The colors do mean something. It's not just, or shouldn't be just there to be there like that. Get up here. No, I'll end up having to fly up there. Some of those ladders are mildly climbable. Why I'm kind of curious about it. Things are broken up into wards, and if you have shitty memory like me, this place was terrible to navigate. Another house. I didn't like coming here because I got lost. And even though they do name each of the different areas, I could never remember that because they frankly look the same. Like if the House of Magic had weird things floating, and like the Adventurers Terrace had like crazy things going on, I would probably match up the areas better. Saying, okay, next to the floaty place, through that exit, gonna be a bunch of adventurers going crazy on each other. Next to the place with all the ghouls from the necromancers or whatever. But no, they vaguely all look the same. I think this game's been, they said, up for 7 years or so. In all of that time, I have never gone through this. I just want that to be pointed out. I stayed off these ramparts because, frankly, I didn't know you could really climb them like this. I have a faint memory of climbing up the way I came up, but then I immediately went down into a different ward. There's a building here, you can see the actual windows trying to load in. So in a way this is actually new to me. Kinda funny. Curiosity's sake. Wow. This is actually kind of funny. If so, there maybe was an actual way to get up here. but it has a little lookout up here. I don't know if they added this after people could fly. That's the only way I can see them bothering. But yeah, you actually could get up here, I guess. Somehow. Because they have a little walkway up here, little stairs to get to the next area. If this was technically not possible to get up, why even bother? You would just have this enclosed and no stairs. Unless it's just for people to be able to look from here to up here and say, oh look, there's ways to go up. Which I guess is slightly good. This fog is kind of hilarious. Can't see shit, Captain. Ah, it goes up. Just interesting. I think you could get into that. Ooh. This is visually not the greatest here. But I am thankful it is not steps. Now, if I was defending this wall, this would be a bitch. Oh, interesting. I believe, literally ran around this whole area. Door open? Kinda wanna finish unless this dead ends and then I don't care. Okay, yeah. This place is so huge. And I'm spending a day just running around this place for you guys. And there's nothing here, so I'm kind of curious on if there's an actual way up here or not. But there's seemingly no reason for some of this castle other than it's a castle, and we'll put it here. But, some ways this is a bit sad because there is nothing out here. You would think that they would put something, but graphics wise, I don't think you'd be able to handle any more NPCs. Where I came up. This makes me wish that they had optimized better, because they could add to this. But thinking on that, they may have had a plan to actually put stuff up here. And of course, that plan more than likely went out the window. When they tried to load this area and it went to crap. Because I do believe the graphics are trying to load everything on the inside too, and it's just, no, it can't handle that much. Alright, went up. Did I just... which way am I going? Do I go up or down? Yes, my horse just went up actual stairs. It's an awesome horse, it's magical. I feel like answering this guy as a smart ass and tell him to open up the market window. I don't remember how I got here anymore. I guess I'll have to jump down. Not exactly sure how you would get through here through here anymore. Yeah, I was flying around. Yeah, there's little platforms that you can get onto that technically you can't get out of. I'm getting hung up on things. For curiosity's sake, we will fly up here. Yeah. We are up on the ramparts, and now this is actually kind of interesting right here because it doesn't appear that there's a way up here. Because you can't go down. Blocked off. But they have the stairs to go up. So from the looks of things... Oh. There... It looks like they may have at one time wanted you to come up here, but graphics sake, they just walled it off. So you have a lot of areas that exist, but are not reachable by normal means. Yeah, see, it's kind of weird. Oops. Nice. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see, where am I going? As amusing as running along the top is, it's really not showing too much. Although it did kind of show a bunch of new areas that I really didn't know existed. Oh, that's not nice. Let me out. Oh no! That 20-second fall. Whee! Okay, I do believe. Ooh. You know, I think on newer hardware, I'm actually having more of an issue with this game than on old hardware. Which is kind of weird, but understandable in some ways. Because the game was so hacked together. Okay, that's how I went up last time. So I am in this but the game was hacked together. They made it work. But as you go into new hardware, things more or less need to actually work. Because weird bugs that you manage to make work for you on the old hardware and trick into working doesn't work on new hardware really. Usually the things on new hardware expect the old to work to spec. They don't expect you to be using weird hidden dev workarounds for things.
Take a look.
Unless you have the money to make sure your
Leave in
shortcuts
peace.
are put into the newer driver version. Whoa! Come on. That makes me wonder if the game is trying to figure out where the hell I am and unload some graphics to make it easier for me, but it's not making anything easier. It's actually making things that much worse. Some of these actually open, so running around clicking. Unless they actually lock them all. Most of these houses are enterable, or should be enterable from what I remember. That they aren't is actually kind of odd at the moment. But this might just be this areas. From what I understand, they were going to make these houses buyable. Or that was the thinking back in the day. One of the two, I can't remember.
You stink, elf.
Okay. I remember at the time. Let's see. Let's go in here. Stable master.
What'll it be today, adventurer?
All the horses.
I hope
Yeah,
you
back
find
in the
what you
day,
seek.
I was actually kind of curious how they were going to make this work because there are tons of houses in here that should technically let you buy, but realistically, you can't put anything extra in here. It runs like shit. They had armor shops, vendors, the barding.
What do you need? Lorian be with you.
What, 2 pages. Yeah, all these things are in here.
Take a look.
Saddlebag vendor. I want to say I have a, yeah, an Allegiance saddlebags. You got it from the um your mount quest for the either Hellhound thing or the unicorn.
Leave in peace.
Which made people kind of emo because
Can I help you?
why buy it when you could get one for free?
Leave in peace.
That doesn't open. No open. This one open. Yeah, so we all thought that, well, at least I thought. One of the quests actually have you, that's clickable, have you searching through the back alleys of this place in here. Which is kind of odd because it's really hard to search through here. I'm surprised that they let you do quests in this zone. There are quite a few, I think. But I can totally see them allowing you to have like a room place. Because it had all of these things in here. And they're pretty much for atmosphere. They really have no purpose other than to put like random book on a shelf someplace that you were supposed to clicky and find something, but the castle was set up for all of this. And they never did nothing with it that I can remember or that I can find. In some ways, they probably should have, when they realized how much of an issue the load was, they should have shut down or they should have locked a lot of these useless rooms. And by locking, I mean taking out the clickable doors and all that, and replaced it with just a door that didn't open. And then that would allow them to pull out all the furniture, the books, the candles, the lights, and just make it into a void. That way nothing had to load, but I'm gonna guess that they figured they would eventually use it. How strike bursts are.
You look lost. Goodbye.
Why are you bothering me?
See, this is kind of amusing. Global exchanges right here.
Nice weather, eh?
And people are putting up more flying mounts. But this one, you need to be 40 for. Ferrari something something. Props to Stripes. He appears to do this for today. Swamp Bibian? Before it flies? I don't know. I got the Grand Worm. Oh, but wait, he's putting it up for a plat, which has me wonder if he bought them up and then put them back up. So less props, because that's kind of a douche move for a plat. So Stripes, if you rebought these, you're a piece of shit. I just want to point that out.
Safe travels to you.
I love how this dude's bugged and he's kind of just floating on the air on one leg. That's awesome.
Need help?
Wow. I'm guessing they got some sort of the non-loading of things you can't see to work, because I do see stuff like the table and these things fading in and out, but I don't know how smart it is. It's more than likely still loading some really dumb stuff that doesn't need to be. Yeah, this would actually probably work better if it detected you're in a house. It would load only the house stuff. But I want to say a lot of the house stuff is used outside. So technically it's probably trying to load a lot of things it doesn't need to. Just a lot of this stuff is out there, and somebody ripped out that page. Smells like a quest. Are they coming here already? Yes. Went in one side, went out the other. But yeah, you could join these houses. I'm not sure what's required. Join them all. I think that thing's on a corner someplace. Bank. Before, like
Good
this
day.
bank is only for this area. The candles and the armor is for. There's an armor quest for this place in Ruins of Vol, I believe. But it's from the Sleeping Moon place. As far as I understand it, it's sort of like the updated Forti Infinium Sanctum armor. It took a lot to do. You had to get candles, you had to get the armor drops, and then you had to use the candles to fix it up, I think, or something to that effect. But anyways, the banks
How
are
can
not
I assist
linked.
you? Safe travels to you.
And they were never linked. In some ways, I see why, because, well,
Need help?
because in one land your bank should only have stuff from that land. But the bank in NT shouldn't be linked, on the other hand, with the bank in a little tiny small town, because technically it's a different place, but they were linked
Farewell.
through this whole land of Thestra. But people got pissed because they had to keep porting around if they wanted access to their bank in Kojin and the bank in Kalia. And the way their database worked, they couldn't just link them all exactly. So their solution was to put a little mini bank in your current land's bank. So this
Nice
is
weather,
the
eh?
Thestran bank, this is the Kojin bank, and this is the Kalia bank. Technically separate, but they were able to shoehorn it in this way. This was their solution to bad code. I think you had to find a whole bunch of these because there was one in that alley for one of the quests. I do remember a quest though to hit the back alley for something. I can't remember if it was that particular thing, but I came in here already. Came in here. I remember the bolts of cloth. Okay.
Take a look.
There is a Camelot basic armor. Weird.
Take care.
A cheer arises from the patrons of the Tooth and Nail, interrupting the insults and jeering, but followed by even elven laughter and gravelly voices of lesser giants.
How can I assist you?
Acknowledge those who came before you.
What now?
Can I help you?
My bow and I are for hire. I'm not sure if they ever did anything with mercenaries,
The rose blooms forever.
or if that was just flavor text. I kind of wonder if they could have gotten away with that. Because at times I would imagine I could have used a tank. Because as a cleric I can vaguely tank things, but if I'm tanking I can't really damage a whole lot. Amusingly, all of these rooms with just piles of books. That should be a really, really rich person. Books are supposedly not very easily made.
Is that a pumpkin pie in your pants?
Not quite sure what to reply to that one with.
Beware the stews.
Whee!
I'm a bit busy.
Oh, I just dropped myself all the way down like a tard. More than likely, I'll be running all the way back around again. Yep. I'm an idiot. That'll teach you to jump down things. Sadly, I can actually feel my computer bogging down over this game. Does that actually open? Am I too far? open. There's a lot of weird areas where you may actually be able to interact with stuff in this game, if you can get to it. Finding it will be an issue. I came out of here before. And this should be the back entrance. Yep. Means that doesn't open. So I have finished actually this area. Adventures.
What now?
And that moves me into the Lamplighters district. Open.
You need something?
There's actually, I think, an Assassin's Guild someplace. Ambassador of
You are
Kalia.
welcome here.
Follow your soul.
Follow my soul. Put boxes here because generally you have a door here. Ah,
Watch your back for Kurashasans. Goodbye then.
and this is pretty much a copy paste of every other floor's second and third floor. Oh,
You
more
are
people.
welcome here.
You need something?
Okay, I guess because the ambassador, or probably a diplomat, whatever it's called, they've actually put NPCs in these rooms. Actually, a reason for them to be here. I never realized how bad it was cut and paste. Okay.
What do you seek?
Your people are very generous. That is funny. Giant pause, giant pause. Is everything out here? Tries to load.
Good day.
No.
Nice weather, eh?
Ooh, candle maker.
May your path be clear of danger.
Okay. Goes another one of those. But embassy to Agram.
Salutations.
That mustache is out of this world, dude. Oop. Oop. Pretty much every other gray shirt. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I guess you would say it's the best. And that would mean my character has gravity-defying boobs. There's an undershirt, I guess. The colors were just so close that it was like, what the hell? It's loading so weird you could actually see
Journey onward.
the bra. That's actually locked. And that's clickable, so that's needed for some. Medium armor vendor.
Take a look.
Yeah, so there's
Always
heavy,
follow
medium,
the
light. I'm not sure if leather got lumped into something or that was its own
Greetings.
general category.
I hope you find what you seek.
Mm-hmm.
You look lost.
Whoa. I was saying none of these open. And then open. Duchess. This is another house.
Keep fighting the good fight.
I'm not sure how to join some of these.
Safe travels to you.
A few of them will actually let you in. But these ones don't want to really talk to
Need
me.
help?
Yes?
Okay. You can declare with him. Yeah.
Take care.
You can get things from. And these two are fighting, it looks like. Or threatening each other. Down here.
Are ye lost?
That's not opening. That's not opening. Oh. I guess this was the way around. Be able to click this. Yeah, this place is under construction. Now, I'm not sure if they at the time did this on purpose or not. And what I mean by that is this gives them a perfect reason to close off or open up things at a later date. Thieves Row. Oh, come here later. Um, because this land was so obviously not finished. Well, this city. It is so big. I kind of wonder if they started on this area first. And just kept adding to it, adding to it.
Why are you bothering me?
Before realizing they had an issue with how they did it. Brownies! Right.
My wares transcend all others.
Elegant chest of curios.
May sunlight dapple your path.
These little dudes are actually mobs you gotta be killing later. Well, not later, but
Meh.
come on. Once upon a time, I loved the game to load. I'm actually having like nostalgia wash over me with the fact how shitty this place still is. More than likely, once I finish the actual city, I'll take a small break and come back. Ugh! Load! Can't come out here like this. I end up going off something. Look at that. That's not cool. Okay, now I can see. Oh, yeah, there goes another one. And they closed that off. Close that off. Boop. Interesting. Really? Fuck off. Okay, your order of the Mythos faction changed by -100. Back in the day, you had to fix that by 1 point each time you killed something that the Mythos people didn't like. So that's not good that I killed that. That was like my killing a animal in this forest, and it got me like it might have been a -1,000 or -100. But I've had something like that happen before. And I hope it doesn't attack me, because with like 9 days to go. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna kill it. Because fuck them. I won't even bother trying to fix that. Whatever.
Guess you can't find up.
Mythos cultist cackles and gives you a disturbing look. Yeah, let's see what's up here. Another one. And there is no corresponding faction. I'm having a memory of unlocking factions, where you met something or somebody and it unlocked the ability to actually gain or lose faction with somebody.
I'm trying to.
click this. Killing people shit. Resonant poem of wisdom. What is Monson? The Pardon, I'm actually looking up what Monson. Monson. Currency, which is it might literally just be you sell it to the NPC. But I might literally reboot just to try and clear a lot of the issues this zone's giving me. So funny laggy piece of shit, stop. Wait, did I come in here?
I'm listening.
Good day.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
I have heard of your beautiful deeds. Let Jin guide you.
I'll at least get through this area.
Do I know you? Head for the coast and keep walking.
Head for the coast and keep walking.
Is it important?
Follow the stars.
Oh, the NPC basically said to go drown myself. Don't need to stop sending me shit. Open. Back down I go. And whoa. House Thistle.
Why are you bothering me?
Okay, taxes are actual. If you're part of a house, you could collect taxes. From what I understood, you basically went around certain places and collected the taxes every so often. So it was just like a way to make money? It's hard to explain. But this is the crafting area, but I'm gonna go ahead and restart because NT is killing my computer. So, part 2. Be right back.